The current video is about listing books on Amazon. I'll be covering 3 types of listing. First, I will be listing a book intended for the Fulfillment by Amazon program. Next, I'll list a book I plan to sell through Amazon but keep in my own storage space. The last book I list will involve creating a new listing as opposed to associating a book with an existing listing on Amazon. Since the last video, I've entered over 60 books in my inventory. I'll be listing 10 of the books for sale as merchant fulfilled, and the rest for inclusion in an FBA shipment. Let's get started. With a mix of MFN and FBA books to list, it can be helpful to separate one from the other in the dashboard view. I'll enter FBA in the search box because I'm planning to list FBA books first and MFN books later. My search results include only FBA books. I navigate to the List button in the first entry and click on it to begin the listing process. When a pop-up appears, I choose between fetching an existing listing from Amazon or creating a new one. All my FBA books are going to be fetched from Amazon. After I click List Item, M2 begins communicating with Amazon to share all the information provided when setting up the book in inventory. You can see the book has been flagged as processing. While the first book is processing, let's take a look at a second book where you have more than one Amazon listing to choose from. When I click the List button this time, I have 2 listings returned from Amazon. My copy of the book more closely matches the second listing, so I select it. Now I have 2 books for my FBA shipment in the process of being listed on Amazon. I have about 50 more books to get started for this shipment. I'll skip ahead in this video with listing the additional books to save time. While the FBA books are processing, let's move on to listing the books to be sold out of my own storage space using M2. I'm going to do a search on MFN this time. I entered 10 books into inventory for this video that I want to list as being merchant fulfilled. I click on List for the first book in my MFN search results. When the pop-up window appears, I select List Item as I did for the FBA books. I'll skip ahead in this video to the point where all 10 of my MFN books are being listed on Amazon. As you can see, M2 is busily listing the MFN books. All of the books I've listed so far have been associated with a listing that already exists on Amazon. While my books associated with an existing Amazon listing are processing, I'll move on to creating a new listing for just one book. The last book I'm going to list has a status of incomplete because I needed to find an image of the book I am preparing to list. Also, I'll make this a new listing because the images associated with existing listings on Amazon didn't match my book. I'll click Edit for the incomplete book so that I can add a URL that points to the image I found. I'll add the URL under the Condition and Description section and change List Online to Yes. I need to click Update Book to save my changes. Now I return to the dashboard. I click List for my newly updated book, and then New to create a new listing on Amazon that includes the image I just provided. At this point, all the books I plan to list on Amazon as part of this video are being processed by M2. In the next video, I'll demonstrate how to make the listed books that are FBA bound part of a shipment.